Okay, so in this video, I'll explain to you what are the different types of Forex analysis that you can do, right? It generally falls into one of these three categories: fundamental analysis, technical analysis, or sentiment analysis, right? So let me explain more what this means. So for fundamental analysis, you typically look at stuff like, GDP, the gross domestic product of a country, right? How fast or slow a country is growing, the interest rates, the non-farm payroll, and like how many jobs are created and stuff like that. So these are one of a few of the key fundamental piece of news that forex traders look into. And of course, there's a lot more out there. So if you want to, check out fundamental analysis, this is a very useful website that you can use. So you can go down to forexfactory.com, and over here at the calendar here, you click here, you will see the different piece of fundamental news that will be coming out for the week. And if you want to look at the differences, you can look at the previous change, all right, what's the actual number that came out, the forecast, all right, look at the historical record of it. That is possible as well. So this is a very useful website to kind of follow through what are the different piece of fundamental news that is coming out in the markets for all the different countries, right? Euro, New Zealand, Canadian, right, and US, etc. So now that you understand, fundamental analysis, right, you have a rough idea. Moving on is what we call technical analysis. So technical analysis is vastly different from fundamental analysis. Fundamental takes into account, right, data, information, right, that is macroeconomic stuff. Whereas technical analysis, you're dealing with stuff like, indicators, support resistance, candlestick patterns, Fibonacci ratios, RSI, stochastic, and stuff like that. It's all basically the stuff that you see traders plot on their charts. Those are usually what we call technical analysis tools. So to share with you a few examples, all right, so you can see over here, this chart is a candlestick chart, okay? This is, for example, a resistance, support, then this, let me get my drawing tool, right? This is a resistance, this is support, this is the moving average, this black line is the 200 period moving average, then this is known as a candlestick charts. So this all classify under technical analysis, and it's really, a lot that you can play around with, right? For example, you just click on the indicator tab. There's just so much out there. So again, right, the thing is, it's not to know everything from A to Z. You don't have to know everything like fundamentals, technicals, or sentiment, but rather to pick that few tools that resonate the most with you and be proficient in it, and to just focus on that core area, or rather the expertise that you want to focus on. Okay? So moving on, right, after technical analysis is what we call sentiment analysis. So sentiment analysis, it's in a category of its own, because it kind of try to quantify and gauge what is the market sentiment. So for example, there's one called the Commitment of Traders report. So as you can see over here, you can go to barchart.com. They provide a free COT report, and how you use it, right? The general idea is that there are three groups of traders in the market: the large speculator, like the banks, institution; small speculator, like retail traders like me and you; and then the commercial speculators, right? People who go to the markets to hedge their whatever reasons that they want to hedge for. For example, Cadbury needs cocoa, right, to make chocolate, so they may go to the futures market and lock in at a fixed rate of cocoa as their raw material. Or maybe cars like Ford Motors want to buy supplies in let's say India or China, right, and they want to hedge their currency risk and stuff like that. So this all classify under commercial speculator. And the general idea to using the COT report is you want to look at the wide time frame, like the last 5 years. For example, this is the last 5 years from 2013 to right now. And you want to see the extremes of the COT report. The general idea is that the COT report tends to help you anticipate market turning points. So for example, this red line over here is the commercial speculator. The green one is the large speculator, and this blue line is the small spec. You can usually ignore it. So what you pay attention to is the commercial speculator, and see when price moves to the extreme. So for example, when it's not reached to extreme selling levels, it's telling you that a lot of the commercial companies are selling this particular instrument like gold, right? So this is where you can actually see that the gold kind of top out around here. This over here, right, pretty extreme selling level, and it coincides with around this level here, right? This extreme selling occurs somewhere about here. So you can see that it's not foolproof, right? But it tends to, there are times where, the commercial speculator are able to so-called help you better time your entry or to better time the market turning points. Okay, another example is the Australian dollar. You can see over here, right? Extreme selling levels over here, right? This is, I think, pretty much a multi-year low over here, and this coincide with this swing high over here. This selling level coincide with this one over here. So this one, extreme buying, coincide with this swing low over here, and this one with this one. So the idea, again, right, to use the COT report is to look for extreme buying and selling levels made by the commercials, because that could actually, highlight to you or to alert you of potential reversals in the market. Okay? So with that said, another one that you can use is what I call the Longshot Ratio. So this is a tool that you can use on Forex Factory. So again, you go down to forexfactory.com. Over here, you can see that pretty much you can see basically traders coming to this website and, stating their positions, whether they are long or short. So what you want to do is to look for extremes, right? To like, for example, what I tend to find is that when there is an extreme group of traders who are long, the market tends to reverse towards the downside. When the extreme number of traders who are short, the market tends to reverse towards the upside. So you can use this as a sentiment tool to trade against the so-called the herd. Okay, again, this is just a tool. You don't want to trade this in isolation, but use it as a sentiment tool that you can use as part of your trading plan. So this is the Longshot Ratio on Forex Factory. I believe there are other sites or other brokerage sites that lets you see what their clients are doing, what are their positions. So again, you want to take note of extreme positions, like like maybe 80% is long, 20% is short. That is something that could give you an idea behind the sentiment of that particular currency that you are trading. So just a quick recap. So again, right, today we have talked about fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and sentiment analysis. Fundamental, like GDP, interest rates, CPI, right, like consumer price index and stuff like that. Technical analysis boils down to support, resistance, indicators, pivot points, stuff that you see on your charts, whereas fundamentals are stuff that goes around about macroeconomics. When sentiment is a little bit special, where it tries to gauge what is the sentiment of the market, you can use the Commitment of Traders report that I shared with you earlier, or the Longshot Ratio that is available on a few websites like Forex Factory, or even a few leading brokers that they offer it. So one thing to point out is that, again, you don't want to use any of one particular tool in isolation. Like, you don't want to just trade based on GDP. You don't want to enter your trade based on the COT report. You don't want to enter your trade just because you see a bullish hammer. No, you kind of want to, either you can focus on fundamental entirely, you can focus on technical entirely, or you can focus on sentiment entirely, or you can mix and match and choose, which one resonate the best with you and, helps you to develop a cohesive trading plan. So for me personally, I'm just a pure technical trader. I don't pay attention to fundamental nor sentiment, but that is not the only way to trade. Again, right, you have to find what works best for you, and this video is to highlight to you the different options out there, and I hope you can find something that suits you as a trader. So with that said, right, I have come to the end of this video. If you've enjoyed it, please hit the subscribe button below, leave a comment if there's any questions, and I'll talk to you soon.